What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to this first episode back from the holidays. I'm glad to be back on board. There's a lot that's happened over the holidays, and yeah, we have news about the Evo that's not very good. So, to start off with the Evo, we got bad news about the Evo, and it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost a lot to fix it. Basically, the engine has some issues. We found pitting in some of the cylinders, and that's not a good sign. They took the head off a few days ago. Had to go into a machine shop regardless of the block. But now we might need to look at getting another block, because if the machine shop isn't able to fix it, which I am gonna have to pay the machine shop to try, then we are up a creek and I'll have to get a short block from somewhere. It also looks like we may have actually bent a valve, or not bent a valve, bent a piston rod. So not much, not like crazy, you know, whatever. Just enough to make it not good. I'm just giving it out there, keeping it real with you guys. It's not exactly how I wanted to finish off my holidays, if you know what I'm saying. But it is what it is. Hopefully we can find a good solution. I'm gonna be going to Moore tomorrow to take a look at the block and see what's up and talk to the guys there. Obviously they're experts in this field, so we wanna pick their brain and see what they think about trying to fix it and getting it all squared away, so the Evo can live again, because the Evo hasn't been driven in a while and I miss my horsepower. That's all I'm gonna say. Alrighty, Ian just got here. We're about to go take off the exhaust on the Honda before we drive out to Moore, just because my exhaust actually rusted off. You're gonna laugh at this. What's up, man? How's it going?
It's going.
Falling over. Okay, so just poke your head under the car.
I don't want to.
Just laugh. You laugh.
I have enough problems with mine. Oh. More exhaust work.
Oh. So for those of you who noticed the missing exhaust, well, that's why. Honda is rusted straight through. That's also really sharp, ironically enough. And this is just completely gone. So now we're just running cat back, literally, like off the headers.
So header's back?
Yeah, I guess it is a header's back. It's both a cat back and a header's back.
Open cat.
Oh god, it's gonna sound terrible now, but oh well. Alright, made it some more. Rather uneventful drive.
Yeah.
Super dope. Let's go see what's going on with Rika. Man's on the phone. We'll wait for him. It's like an Evo graveyard, except it's not a graveyard, it's a resuscitation facility.
Yeah, man,
they're everywhere.
Makes it sound like, you know.
No, these are all coming back to life eventually. Oh, poor girl. She's seen better days. Oh, and those rotors were new. Oh well. Water, I think. No, it's cool.
No, it's
It is now.
Okay. So there's nick marks, he said, on almost all of them. Like
yeah,
there's some
like
right here.
4 nick marks on each piston.
And that one's got it there. So it looks like it's all
and then the cylinder
exhaust
wall is
sides.
a little...
Got some scoring in it, he said.
Yep.
He said it was further down. Is that right?
Yeah, on that one.
Like this one, it's
yeah, you
pretty
can
far
see
in there.
That scoring on the back side.
Is that what that little mark is right
Yeah.
there? Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. And then we have the new belts coming, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. No, we're duct tape, man. We're good.
Yeah, redneckery. Okay, so what does this mean for the block? Is it savable, or what is your recommendation going forward at least?
I mean, you're going to put that big turbo on it, man. You're going I mean, it could go on the dyno and it could last, or it could not last.
Or it could just suddenly say hello.
Because I had them look at it further, because I was like, well, before we just do something, you know, hey, we're good, and let's put a head back on it, you know.
Yeah.
I'd rather make sure
see what's going on. So
crank still good.
Crank is still good?
Yeah,
Okay.
you just get a little bit bigger piston. You stick in there.
He was also saying something about one of the rods might be bent.
It's a possibility.
Okay.
You don't really know unless you pull everything apart, because if you've had valves make out with pistons twice.
Yeah, and it's on
And
all of the
and
cylinders.
it's on all the cylinders.
So, okay.
And those rods are weak from the factory to begin with.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way.
And how many miles are on this thing?
76, maybe 80.
76, maybe 80, and the head's already been off once. This is not like this is the first, rodeo with this. But a block is definitely salvageable. You don't have any holes in the block, so that's a good thing.
So I guess we'll just look at getting forged pistons and rods.
I mean, I would send it to the machine shop.
Have them
They
take care
will-
of the sidewall.
They will bore it out. Thank you.
Yep.
Bore it out, put new pistons in it, put new ACL bearings in the bottom of it,
Okay.
polish the crank, mainly turbo tough rods,
Okay.
that sort of thing, and then put that big turbo on there, and she'll hold it.
How big is it exactly again? Is it 66 or
It's
68
a
mil?
big turbo.
I didn't know how bad it was because in my head I'm thinking, devil's nail marks on the inside. Like.
Well, I mean,
That's what I was like, is this block redeemable? Is it gonna live? I don't know.
the block you can use. That's
So-
not the problem. Like, the problem is the internal parts in it.
Yeah.
Since this is the second time the head's been off.
Yeah.
At some
Which
point.
I had no idea because
Well, we didn't know either.
It looked really clean. The compression was really, really solid last time we had it tested. I mean, even when you compression tested it to figure out that there was something wrong with the valves, that by itself told us like, hey, this thing actually is pretty well done. I just guess that we just need to keep on going with it. Well, it's better news than I expected. So
the motor that I would quote you would be able to handle over 1,000 horsepower.
Whew.
I mean, obviously, you want to overbuild it. You don't want to underbuild it. You know what I mean?
We've had this conversation more than once. At least we now know what's going down in this car. So
I mean, you got a lot of good stuff here, so it's not like,
I'm more impressed that the head job lasting as long as it did, knowing everything else that we know now from our early conversations.
True.
So, alrighty, it's cold. I need to put a jacket on.
It's a little chilly out here.
I will get out of your hair. Just let me know how much it'll cost to get the bottom end fixed, and then
get
we'll
some
go from
numbers
there.
crunching, and we'll get it right.
Alright, man. Cool.
Sorry about the bad news.
Hey,
I guess it could be
you got to
worse.
get bad news to get good news. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's just news. So there you have it, guys. That was the whole story as to what's going on with the Evo and why it's still not back yet. The guys at Moore, they've taken good care of my car and taken good care of me, keeping me up to date with everything as to what's going on in the shop and when they'll actually be able to start stuff in my car. So really excited for it. Really glad that I came by today just to see what's going on. And here's hoping that soon we'll get her back. So on that note, I'm gonna let you guys go. God bless y'all, and we'll see you next time. Peace.